Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Success is not key to happiness, but happiness is key to success. If you love what you do, then you will be successful. A grand welcome to all the dignitaries, directors, professors, participants, and my dear colleagues and students. I, Akshata Kalguri, Assistant Professor from Department of Computer Science and Engineering, with my co-host,
I, C.S. Sushma, Assistant Professor from Department of Computer Science and Engineering, take this privilege to welcome you all to the auspicious occasion of inaugural session of 9th International Conference on Innovations in Computer Science and Engineering 2021. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Harish Kundra Sir, Co-Convener ICA-CSE 2021 and Professor GNIDC to address the virtual gathering.
Good morning to all. On behalf of the organizing committee, I feel honored to welcome all the delegates and participants to the 9th International Conference on Innovations in Computer Science and Engineering, to be organized by the Department of Computer Science and Engineering and Department of Information Technology of Guru Nanak Institution's Technical Campus and Guru Nanak Institute of Technology. The international conference is supported by Computer Society of India and Springer. The proceedings of the conference will be published by Springer in LNNS series. Due to COVID-19 pandemic, we are organizing this conference through virtual platform. Department of Computer Science and Engineering is one of the flagship departments of the group, with more than 4,000 students studying in various UG and PG programs. This is the 9th consecutive conference that our department is organizing with the support of Springer and CSI. I extend heartiest welcome to our chief guest of the day, Professor Pao Van Henzung, Director, Smart Living Technologies Research Center, National Chung Chang University, Taiwan. I would like to welcome our guest of honors, Dr. Zeong Zi Gao, Professor, University of Eastern Finland, Dr. Gwan-Gil John, Department of Embedded Systems and Engineering, Incheon National University, Korea. Dr. A. Govardhan, Rector, JNTU Hyderabad. Mr. Sharad Bajaj, Head of Engineering, Amazon Web Services, USA. Dr. D. Jha, Senior Scientist, DRDO, New Delhi. Dr. DD Sharma, Senior Fellow, Lifetime Achievement Awardee, CSI. I would like to welcome our keynote speakers for both the days of the conference, ICSEI CSE 2021, Mr. Gagan J. Sharma, Informatic Head, Melbourne Brain Centre, Royal Melbourne Hospital, the University of Melbourne, Australia. Mr. Mukesh Kumar, Principal Group Engineering Manager, Microsoft India, R&D Private Limited, Hyderabad. Dr. Devasi Samanta, Associate Professor, Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur. Dr. Madhan Kumar Srinivasan, Associate Vice President, AI Innovation Center, Accenture. I would like to welcome our technical session chairs of the day, Dr. Shriman Narayana Iyengar, former Senior Professor, Vellore Institute of Technology, Vellore. Dr. Jaswinder Singh, Associate Professor, Master of Computer Applications, Guru Nanak Dev University, Amritsar. Dr. Vijaya Lakshmi, Professor, Shrinidhi Institute of Engineering, Hyderabad. Dr. Rashmi Saini, Assistant Professor, G.V. Pant, Institute of Engineering and Technology, Uttarakhand. We are really thankful to our chief guest of the day and all the guest of honors, keynote speakers, and session chairs of conference who given us their valuable time to share their knowledge and vast experience with us. It is my pleasure and honor to welcome our conference patrons, Honorable Chairman Sardar Tavinder Singh Kohli, Founder of Guru Nanak Institutions, Honorable Vice Chairman Sardar Gagandeep Singh Kohli, who is a born leader, eminent entrepreneur, and successful educationalist. I welcome Conference Chair Dr. Harvinder Singh Saini, worthy Managing Director of Guru Nanak Institutions, for his continuous mentorship and leadership for the successful conduct of the event. I welcome to our conference co-chairs Dr. Ramalinga Reddy, Director, Guru Nanak Institution's Technical Campus, Dr. S. Shrinath Reddy, Principal, Guru Nanak Institute of Technology, Dr. Rishi Sayal, Associate Director, Guru Nanak Institution's Technical Campus, Dr. Sanjeev Shrivastava, Dean, Academics and R&D, Guru Nanak Institute of Technology. I also welcome all the Associate Directors, Head of Departments, all the members of the organizing committee and our beloved students in this grand event, and appreciate for their hard work and efforts they put for the successful conduct of the event. I am very much sure that all the delegates and participants will find the conference both valuable and enjoyable. I would like to thank each of you for attending this prestigious conference and bringing your expertise to our conference. I am grateful to you all for being the part of this grand mega event. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for inducing this 9th International Conference 2021.
Now I invite Dr. B. Santosh Kumar Sir, Convener, ICI-CSE 2021 and HOD of Computer Science and Engineering of Guru Nanak Institute of Technology to introduce our Conference Chief Patron, Vice Chairman, Sardar Gagandeep Singh Kohli Sir.
Good morning to all. It's my proud privilege to introduce the patron of the conference, Sardar Gagandeep Singh Kohli Sir, Vice Chairman of Guru Nanak Institution, who is a born leader, eminent entrepreneur and successful educationalist. He works on the strong principle, believe, achieve and succeed, and it is the key for his success. He has contributed his might to uphold the vision of his father, Sardar Tavinder Singh Kohli Sir. He is the founder and chairman of Guru Nanak Institutions. So for invigorating the youth prosper in the field of engineering, dentistry, management and pharmacy in the state of Telangana. He is an exceptionally talented, creative, intellectual person with wide perspective and a vision to make all his endeavors as the best in the country. He holds a master's degree in business management from Queen Mary and Westfield College of London, UK. Sir, your continuous motivation and constant encouragement charge up us to discharge the duties more dedicatedly. I request your good self to address the virtual gathering, sir.
Namaskar, very good morning. Welcome to Guru Nanak Institutions for the 9th International Conference in Computer Science, which is being held virtually during the pandemic times. I hope you all are doing very well and everything is good in all your families. My best wishes so that we all can pass through this pandemic. At the outset, I would like to welcome our Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Ann Husing from National Chung Cheng University, Taiwan. Our Honorable Guest of Honors, Dr. Gao from University of East Finland, Dr. Jeon from Incheon National University, Korea, our own Dr. G. A. Govardhan from Registrar, JNTU, Hyderabad, Mr. Sharad Bajaj, Head of Engineering, Amazon Web Services, United States of America, Dr. Jha from Senior Scientist from DRDO, New Delhi, Dr. DD Sharma, Senior Fellow, Lifetime Achievement Awardee, Computer Science of India, Computer Society of India. At the outset, I would like to thank all the researchers, the presenters for having submitted their papers to the international conference. I would also like to congratulate my Computer Science Department of Guru Nanak Institutions, of both our institutions, for having put up a good program. As I am aware that nearly 350 papers have been presented for this computer science conference, out of which the 74 papers have been accepted in Springer, 20 papers have been accepted for our JICSE journal, and 18 papers are being published in our JIIT journal. So I wish I would also like to thank Computer Society of India and Springer for their continuous efforts and being associated with us and always giving us a helping hand. I wish the entire conference a grand success. Wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We value the insights and guidance you provide. Now I request Dr. B. Santosh Kumar, sir, convener ICI-CSE 2021 and HOD of Computer Science and Engineering, Guru Nanak Institute of Technology, to introduce our conference chair, Managing Director of Guru Nanak Institutions, Dr. H.S. Saini, sir.
It is a great honor for me to introduce the conference chair and the Managing Director of Guru Nanak Institution, Dr. H.S. Saini, sir, who is the pilot for the succeed hosting of this virtual conference and continuous growth of Guru Nanak Institutions. So his unflinching that passion on education and innovation has made up to stand as exemplar institution in launching startups, industry academia collaborations, foreign university collaborations, and Center of Excellence in Cutting Edge Technologies. He obtained his PhD in Computer Science from Devi Hakilya Vishwavidyalaya University, Indore. He has done 2 master's degree in Mathematics and Computer Science. He received the Punjab State Merit Scholarship and Best Student at college and university level. He is the founder and chief editor for 4 reputed international journals: the Journal of Innovations in Computer Sciences, Journal of Innovations in Electronics, Journal of Innovation in Pharmaceutical Sciences, and Journal of Innovation in Information Technology. I request your good self to address the virtual gathering, sir.
Good morning, one and all. Professor Pawan Singh, Director, Smart Living Technology Research Center, National Chung Cheng University, Taiwan, the chief guest of the conference. Dr. Gao, Professor, University of Eastern Finland. Professor Jion, Department of Embedded Systems Engineering, Incheon National University, Korea. Professor Govardhan, Rector JNTU, Hyderabad. Mr. Sharad Bajaj, Head of Engineering, Amazon Web Services, USA. Dr. D. Jha, Senior Scientist, DRDO, New Delhi. Dr. DD Sharma, Senior Fellow, Lifetime Achievement Awardee, Computer Society of India. My colleagues at GNI, session chairs, co-chairs, delegates from various parts of the country and abroad. It is a pleasure to welcome you all on this event, the 9th International Conference ICI-CSE 2021. Friends, it's a tradition. Organizing international conferences at GNI every year is a tradition. We make our youngsters, our young faculty members to participate and learn from this event. We compile a lot of fresh research by the contributors, and the presentations are organized for the benefit of students as well as the delegates. To make this conference a success and bring up to this level, I thank the Computer Society of India being the co-host of this conference. A special thank Dr. DD Sharma for always supporting this cooperation. I thank Springer for being official publisher for the proceedings. I also thank my organizers, an organizing team of GNI who have worked tirelessly day and night to bring this event up to this level. Friends, in this conference, hundreds of papers have been contributed by the researchers from more than 12 countries, including US, Iran, and many other countries where we were not expecting: Australia, Spain, Malaysia, England, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Ethiopia. From all these countries we have got overwhelming response of delegates who have contributed the research papers. I trust coming 2 days are going to be very, very fruitful, and it will be very good learning experience for all of us, and I wish this conference a grand success. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for stimulating us with your valuable message.
May I now request Dr. S. Jayanti Madam, Convener ICI-CSE 2021 and HOD IT, Guru Nanak Institute of Technology, to introduce our conference co-chair and associate director, Guru Nanak Institution's Technical Campus, Dr. Rishi Sahil sir.
Good morning to one and all. It's my proud privilege to introduce the conference co-chair and the Associate Director of Guru Nanak Institution's Technical Campus, Dr. Rishi Shayal, who has played a pivotal role in organizing this outstanding event. He has completed his PhD in Computer Science and Engineering from Mysore University of Karnataka. His extensive experience and instrumental guidance has made ICI CSE as one of the flagship and best respected conferences in the field of computer science and engineering. His prize-worthy experience in research, education, innovation and publications has given us a task to step up gallantly even at this unprecedented COVID crisis time. Now I request the Honorable Associate Director Dr. Rishi Shayal to address the virtual gathering.
A very good morning to all. I wholeheartedly welcome you all to 9th International Conference on Innovations in Computer Science and Engineering, ICSE 2021. I would like to welcome our Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Pan Han Suing, Director Smart Living Technology Research Center, National Chung Ching University, Taiwan, and our guest of honors, Dr. Xiao Zi Gao, Professor, University of Eastern Finland, Dr. Gwangil Jeon, Department of Embedded Systems Engineering, Incheon National University, Korea, Dr. A. Govardhan, Registrar, JNTUH, Hyderabad, Mr. Sharad Bajaj, Head of Engineering, Amazon Web Services, United States of America, Dr. D. Jha, Senior Scientist, DRDO, New Delhi. I would like to sincerely thank all of you for taking part in this inaugural ceremony of 9th International Conference on Innovations in Computer Science and Engineering 2021. We are highly honored and privileged to have your gracious presence in this conference, sir. I would also like to welcome our eminent keynote speakers for the day one, that is 3rd September 2021, Mr. Gagan J. Sharma, Informatic Head, Melbourne Brain Centre, Royal Melbourne Hospital, the University of Melbourne, Australia, Mr. Mukesh Kumar, Principal Group Engineering Manager, Microsoft India R&D Private Limited, Hyderabad. On day 2, the keynote speakers are for 4th September 2021, Dr. Debashish Samanta, Associate Professor, Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, Dr. Madan Kumar Srinivasan, Associate Vice President, AI Innovation Center, Accenture, Dr. D. Jha, Senior Scientist, DRDO, New Delhi, Dr. DD Sharma, Senior Fellow Lifetime Achievement Awardee, CSI. I would like to sincerely thank you all for accepting our invitation and taking part in this inaugural ceremony of 9th International Conference on Innovations in Computer Science and Engineering, ICSE 2021. We are highly honored and privileged to have your gracious presence in this conference, sir. I would also like to welcome our eminent keynote speakers for the 2 days. For the day 1, that is 3rd September 2021, Mr. Gagan J. Sharma, Informatica Head, Melbourne Brain Centre, Royal Melbourne Hospital, the University of Melbourne, Australia, Mr. Mukesh Kumar, Principal Group Engineering Manager, Microsoft India R&D Limited, Hyderabad. And for the day 2, 4th September 2021, Dr. Debashish Samanta, Associate Professor, IIT Kharagpur, Dr. Madan Kumar Srinivasan, Associate Vice President, AI Innovation Center, Accenture. I would also like to welcome all our authors, our participants. I would like to convey our hearty thanks to our Vice Chairman, sir, our MD, sir, Director, Principal, GNIT, Head of the Departments. With this, I would like to present my report on ICSE 2021. This ICSE 2021 has been hosted in a vibrant virtual platform to researchers, scientists, technocrats, academicians and engineers to exchange their innovative ideas and novel research findings in the field of computer science and engineering in a safe environment. This conference stands up on promoting the research and innovation despite the prevailing COVID pandemic. This virtual conference will feature an excellent lineup of interactive keynote and webinar sessions and peer-reviewed paper presentation with exceptional networking in a new virtual environment. ICSE continues to be a convention in Guru Nanak institutions which ensures an upward surge of quality publications and presentations. This conference thrives in a year out to bring out what is at the forefront of cutting-edge computing technologies to quench the continuing thirst of young researchers and scholars. Guru Nanak Educational Society is proud to conduct a series of conferences every year in each department with the objective of serving the needs of researchers and academicians around the globe. ICIC is one of our flagship and the best respected conference in the field of computer science and engineering. It aims to hub together academicians, research scholars and delegates from industries to accelerate and explore their innovative ideas in the field of computer science and engineering, and hence to foster research relations between academia and industry. With the feed from the past 8 successful ICIC conference series, the reputation of ICIC 2021 is growing every year, and now it has invited papers from 1200 authors and around the globe and 400 participants around the globe. More specifically, it's my proud privilege to say that we have received more than 65 papers from 14 different countries such as United States of America, Bangladesh, Australia, Ethiopia, East Africa, Iran, Sri Lanka, Southern Africa, Spain, Malaysia, England, and so on. At this momentous occasion, I would like to thank Springer Nature for their continuous support in publishing our proceedings in Scopus Index LNS series, and assure that the quality and the reputation of the event is growing in upward surge every year. At this prime moment, I would like to convey that the selected and presented papers of this conference will be published in 5 different proceedings, which includes one Scopus Index LNS series, 2 issues of Journal of Innovation, Computer Science and Engineering, 2 issues of Journal of Innovations in IT. Not to mention a special volume of souvenir is also published for authors of Springer to carry their memoirs. The statistics of the paper contributions to the ICIC is now being read. Number of papers received 350. Number of papers accepted in Springer LNS series 74. Number of papers accepted in JICSE journal 20. Number of papers published in JIT journal 18. So acceptance rate is around 32%. This conference features 1 keynote session, 1 webinar session and 6 technical sessions. In fact, now there are 2 keynote speakers per day, and which includes 4 Springer sessions and 2 special sessions of JICSE and JIT journals for both the days. And all of them will be chaired and co-chaired by eminent professors and doctorates. The details of these keynote sessions are now being presented. For the day 1, Mr. DD Sharma, he will be chairing the keynote session. He is Informatic Head, Melbourne Brain Centre, Royal Melbourne Hospital, the University of Melbourne, Australia. And on the day 1, session 2 will be chaired by Mr. Mukesh Kumar, Principal Group Engineering Manager, Microsoft India R&D Limited, Hyderabad. And for the day 2 keynote sessions will be chaired by Dr. Debashish Samanta, Associate Professor, IIT Kharagpur, and Mr. Madan Kumar Srinivasan, Associate Vice President, AI Innovation Center, Accenture. I would like to convey that our technical sessions chairs, Dr. Rashmi Saini, Professor GB Pant, Institute of Engineering and Technology, Uttarakhand, Dr. Vijay Lakshmi, Srinidhi Engineering College, Ghatkesar, Hyderabad, Dr. NCH Sriman Narayan, former Senior Professor, VIT Vellore, Tamil Nadu, Dr. Jashwinder Singh, Associate Professor, Guru Nanak Dev University, Amritsar. All of them will be chairing the sessions. It's my privilege to thank Computer Science of India for the strong association and unwavering support at all our prominent occasions. It's our honor to have the association and support from CSI, which is such a highly renowned professional body. At this proud moment, I would like to commend the unparalleled support and services of the review board members, the eminent professors from various universities and institutions around the globe who have done 3 rounds of meticulous review process. In the first round, the papers submitted by the authors have been assessed on the basis of their technical suitability, scope of paper, scope of work and plagiarism. In the second round, the papers have been screened on the basis of originality, novelty, clarity, completeness, relevance, significance and research contribution. The third round is on the basis of the revised version of the papers that have come across from the second round successfully. It's our honor and duty to express heartfelt thanks to our review board members for upholding the highest possible standards of quality of our conference. At this juncture, I would like to convey our sincere acknowledgement to our major partnership support of all almighty sponsors, our NGOs, our government agencies and industries. Eventually, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our Chief Patron, Sardar Tavinder Singh Kohli Sirji, our Chairman, Guru Nanak Institutions, a great legend of wisdom and success, whose unwavering moral support will always lead a better path towards the success. Our patron of the conference and Vice Chairman, Sir Sardar Gagandeep Singh Kohli, Conference Chair, whose continuous support and encouragement has constantly boosted up us to excel in all our endeavors. Our Managing Director, Dr. H.S. Saini, Sir, who is the pilot for the successful launching of this virtual conference and continued growth of the Guru Nanak Institutions. This shows that GNI is always committed to walk extra mile gallantly and resourcefully in offering international, innovative and interdisciplinary in research and teaching, even at the challenging times. Not to mention here in GNI, learning and innovation go hand in hand. At this moment, I would like to convey my hearty thanks to Director, Guru Nanak Institute Technical Campus, Dr. M. Ramlinga Reddy, Sir, Dr. Srinath Reddy, Principal GNIT, who has played a pivotal role in organizing this grand event. I would like to acknowledge the ceaseless efforts and contributions received from the head of the departments of CSE and IT, faculty and staff member for the execution of this conference. It gives me immense pleasure to thank all the scholarly people, scientists, technocrats, academicians, research scholars from various organizations such as University of California, University of Valladolid, Spain, University of Canberra, Australia, University of Feni, Bangladesh, Lincoln University, England, Bangladesh Army International University of Science and Technology, Bangladesh, DMI St. John's Baptist University, Malwai, IIT Indore, Madhya Pradesh, Banastali Vidyapit, Rajasthan, Data Science Research Center, University Iran, Alia University, West Bengal, IIT Rajiv Gandhi University, Basar, TKM College of Engineering, Kollam, Kerala, VIT University, Vellore, Geetam University, Rachana University, University of Moratwa, Sri Lanka, NIT Kurukshetra, Delhi Technological University, Annamala University, NIT Warangal, Vishweshwarya Technological University, JNTU Hyderabad, JNTU Kakinada, KLE University, Hubli, Central University of Jammu, and so on. These are the many such universities, prestige universities, who have given us papers, who have given us their research papers across the globe and made our conference a huge successful. As the technology is changing at much faster pace as ever before during the global crisis time, I am confident that this conference will bestow innovative thoughts on the participants to confront the technological revolution and challenging of today's modern era. I would like to applaud the organizing team of ICSE 2021 who remain committed to fulfill our mission of fostering scientific exchange, learning and plan to conduct the ICSE 2021 virtually, without which this virtual conference would have not been a reality.
Thank you, sir, for your marvelous report on ICSE 2021, a proud achievement for all GNIs.
I take this privilege to invite Conference Co-Chair, Director of Guru Nanak Institutions Technical Campus, Dr. M. Ramalinga Reddy, Sir. He graduated in Mechanical Engineering from Osmania University, Hyderabad in 1993. He obtained doctoral degree from Osmania University, Hyderabad in 2009 and FIE from Indian Institute of Engineering, Kolkata in 2011. He started his career in Indian Air Force from March 1980 to August 1995. With his aptitude in administration, he had rendered his service as principal in various educational institutions. He has published many research papers in national and international journals and conferences. He guided many BTech and MTech projects. May I now request Dr. M. Ramalinga Reddy, Sir, to address the potential gathering.
Sardar Gagandeep Singh Kohli, our visionary Vice Chairman of Guru Nanak Institutions, Dr. H.S. Saini, our leader in academics as Managing Director of GNI, the chief guest for this 2 days international conference from Taiwan, Professor Pawan Singh, Dr. Govardhan from JNTU Hyderabad, invited guests of honor, keynote speakers, my own colleagues of GNI, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Very good morning to all of you. Let me have the pleasure of extending my honest welcome to all of you for this 2 days international conference being organized by the Departments of Computer Science and Engineering and Information Technology of our both colleges, that is Guru Nanak Institutions Technical Campus and Guru Nanak Institute of Technology of Guru Nanak Institutions. It is a matter of great deal of satisfaction for all of us to conduct this 9th International Conference of Innovations in Computer Science and Engineering being organized by CSE and IT departments of GNI. We have been witnessing very rough time for the last more than 1.5 years because of the pandemic, corona pandemic. We have a culture of conducting international conferences every year. However, the onset of corona has not deterred our spirit of conducting the international conferences. That is the reason why we are conducting this conference in virtual mode. Computer science and engineering has been making rapid strides, decade on decade. It has spread its tentacles to all branches of science, engineering and technology, which have cascading effect on the innovations in science, engineering and technology. And such innovations have made a great deal of improvement in the quality of the life of the human beings on the face of the earth. Similarly, if there has to be a further improvement in the quality of the life of the human beings, if the man has to set his foot on the Mars and set his colonies and make it a reality, if there has to be a cure for dreaded diseases like cancer, AIDS, Alzheimer's, etc., if the hunger has to be wiped out from the face of this earth, if the humanity has to feel that it is one and the same, ignoring the boundaries of the countries because of the improved communication and transportation, the need of the hour today is to have more and more innovations in every branch, every sphere, every facet, every field of science, engineering and technology. Such innovations in science, engineering and technologies are possible, and computer science and engineering can have the catalytic support in such innovations of engineering and technology. That is the reason computer science and engineering is all the more important to make huge change in every sphere, every part, every field, every branch of science, engineering and technology. And if the computer science and engineering has to have its special and catalytic support for all such branches, then there has to be innovations even in computer science and engineering. That is the reason, with very dedicated intention from the team of our GNI of CSE departments, there has been a great deal of effort from the departments of CSE and IT to ensure that this international conference becomes a reality, so that there is a good deal of platform for all the researchers and the innovators to provide a platform to share their innovations and research findings, and they are going to benefit everybody on the face of the earth. That is the reason we have a great deal of pride to say that this particular platform is going to help everybody, not only in GNI, not only in Telangana state, but the entire world. And I will be failing in my duty if I do not commend and congratulate the team under Dr. Rishi Sayal, who made virtually great deal of effort to make this particular 2 days international conference a reality, being organized on 3rd and 4th of September 2021. And let me also congratulate this particular team, and let me extend my good wishes to all the participants and the delegates for these international conferences, and wish you very good time for the next 2 days. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for inspiring and motivating us.
Now I invite Dr. S. Srinath Reddy sir, Principal, GNIT and Conference Co-Chair, ICI-CSE 2021. He obtained M.Tech in Heat Power, Refrigeration and Air Conditioning from JNTUH Hyderabad and PhD in Mechanical Engineering from JNTU Anantapur. He guided many projects. Now I request Dr. S. Srinath Reddy sir address the online gathering.
Good morning to one and all. Welcome to ICI CSE 2021. On behalf of Guru Nanak Institutions and as a organizing committee, I, Dr. S. Srinath Reddy, Principal from Guru Nanak Institute of Technology, delighted to welcome today's our distinguished chief guest, Professor Rao N. Ejing, Director, Smart Living Technology Research Center, National Chang Cheng University, Taiwan, and our respected guest of honors, Dr. Jiao Ji Jiao, Professor, University of Eastern Finland, and Dr. Gwangyal Jeon, Department of Embedded Systems Engineering, Incheon National University, Korea, and our respected guest of honor, Dr. A. Govardhan, Rector from JNTU Hyderabad, and other guest of honors, Mr. Sharad Bajaj, Head of Engineering, Amazon Web Services, USA, Dr. D. Jha, Senior Scientist, DRDO, New Delhi, Dr. DD Sharma, Senior Fellow Lifetime Achievement Awardee, CSI, and also our Honorable Chairman, Sardar T.S. Kohli Garu, and our Vice Chairman, Sardar G.S. Kohli Garu, the Conference Chair, and our beloved Managing Director, Dr. H.S. Saini Garu, my dear colleagues, the Director GNITC, Dr. M. Ramlinga Reddy Garu, Associate Directors, Deans, HODs of GNI, and students of GNI, and the participants and delegates from various states and as well as from various countries. A warm welcome to you all for on this auspicious occasion for the inaugural ceremony of ICI CSE 2021. It gives me immense pleasure to launch the 9th International Conference on Innovations in Computer Science and Engineering, that is ICI CSE 2021, in an online platform. ICI CSE 2021 aims to fuel spark and be involved in the innovations that will shape the future of computing technologies and beyond. It provides an invaluable digital platform for scientists, scholars, engineers, and students and industrialists to present the ongoing research activities and hence to foster research relations between academia and the industry. It feathers world-class presentations by internationally renowned speakers and provide a fantastic opportunity to network with like-minded professionals from around the world. I applaud the support, patience, and kindness extended by invited speakers, authors, and attendees despite the prevailing COVID crisis situation. I commend the teamwork and dedication of the organizing committee and technical committee to foregoing connections without boundaries and fostering this e-conference successfully. I wish ICI CSE 2021 good luck for the grand success of the event. I once again a warm welcome for all for this inaugural ceremony of ICI CSE 2021. Thank you to all.
Thank you, sir, for accelerating with your speech.
Now I invite Dr. Sanjeev Srivastav sir, Dean Academics and R&D GNIT, to address the e-gathering.
Good morning. I am delighted and it's my privilege to welcome you all on the occasion of 9th International Conference on Innovations in Computer Science and Engineering held at Guru Nanak Institutions, Hyderabad as co-chair. In order to provide outstanding technical level at the conference, we have invited distinguished experts for technical sessions during 2 days of conference, including resource persons from Amazon, Microsoft, DRDO, Accenture. Apart from this, academic representation from University of Australia, Taiwan, Korea. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to participate in this prestigious event. I would like to thank management of GNI, the organizing team, technical committees, sponsors, presenters, and all the contributors who have worked for this conference and they work together. Once again, warm welcome and best wishes to all of you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable speech.
Now, I take this privilege to invite Dr. DD Sharma sir, Senior Fellow CSI, recipient of Lifetime Achievement Award, CSI Council Member, Andhra Pradesh Academy of Sciences. He is recipient of Bharat Vidya Shiromani Award and a Certificate of Education Excellence for Outstanding Achievements in the Field of Education given by International Institute of Education and Management on 22nd December 2014 at New Delhi, and Glory of Education of Excellence Award is issued by IIEM on 4th March 2015 at New Delhi. Now I request Dr. DD Sharma sir to address the e-gathering.
Dignitaries, faculty members and participants, I'm happy to get associated with the 9th International Conference on Innovations in Computer Science and Engineering being held at GNI. Over the years, GNI have proved to be a premier educational institutions in India. Many persons who are now in eminent positions for its products. Certainly, this goes to the credit of management and faculty. GNI organizes international conferences to provide platforms for researchers, professionals, and academicians in order to share their experience and knowledge. Technology is fast developing. Technology of today is becoming outdated by tomorrow. We have therefore to gear up to meet the challenges. In this context, I may say that 3 branches of knowledge in IT are worth mentioning. 1. Cybersecurity. 2. Artificial intelligence and machine learning. Cybersecurity refers to the tools, practices, approaches and safeguards implemented to protect information assets in the interconnected cyber world. Inadequately protected and information technology infrastructure provides immense opportunities for mischief mongers as well as dedicated hardened criminals, state actors and terrorists to create a great havoc. Corporate espionage, spying, financial crimes, identity thefts, privacy compromises have become matters of concern for national, commercial and individuals' prospective points of view. A common feature in all these attacks is the remote nature of the attacks. Cyber attacks are global and cybersecurity risks are universal. Satellites, power grids, thermal power plants, websites, banks and almost all systems attempted to be global are prone to cyber attacks all over the world. Today's hackers are ahead of time and proactive. Current practice of cybersecurity and defense in India need to be geared up. This is a challenge before all of us and the cyber R&D community. Artificial intelligence deals with helping machines find solutions to complex problems in a more human-like fashion. This generally involves borrowing characteristics from human intelligence and applying them as algorithms in a computer-friendly way. Machine learning is a branch of artificial intelligence and computer science. This focuses on the use of data and algorithms to imitate the way that humans learn, gradually improving its accuracy. In this context, the use of statistical methods, algorithms, enable us to uncover key insights within the data mining and big data projects. Institutions such as GNI, which are teaching cybersecurity and artificial intelligence and disciplines alike, which are teaching cybersecurity and AI, should forge ahead and take a lead. I wish the deliberations of this conference a great success.
Thank you for your eloquent speech, sir.
May I now invite today's guest of honor, Mr. Sharad Bajaj, sir, Head of Engineering, Amazon, Seattle, USA. He worked as software design engineer, Freshfield Communications Private Limited from 2001 to 2002, and also in WOW Vision Private Limited, Singapore from August 2002 to December 2004. He was software engineering manager in Microsoft team from Jan 2015 to May 2017. He was also a director of engineering Microsoft team from March 2017 to September 2019, heading a talented team of engineering managers for Amazon Connected AWS, innovating building product that enables contact centers and business to connect and serve to other customers effectively to achieve business goals. So building, delivering and supporting high quality distributed services, infrastructure and components.
Hello everyone, my name is Sharad Bajaj. I am from Seattle, USA. Before I introduce myself further, I would like to thank you to the organizing committee of this 9th conference about innovation in computer science at Guru Nanak Institute of Technology. This is the 9th conference which is organized, and I am so happy to be part of it as a keynote speaker. Talking about me, I completed my education from India. Then I had opportunity to work for Microsoft for 14 years, and from last 2 years I am with Amazon at AWS. I have been fortunate to live in this city, Seattle, for almost 17 years. Which city right now is considered as a cloud city. What's the reason this is considered as a cloud city? Because all the key players in cloud computing are based in Seattle. The top names are Microsoft, who offer Azure, Amazon offers AWS, Oracle offer OCI, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, and GCP, Google Cloud Computing. All those 4 key players in cloud computing are based in Seattle. I've been fortunate to serve Microsoft and Amazon. I have been part of various products at Microsoft and Amazon. The last product that I worked at Microsoft was Microsoft Teams, where I was one of the founding members. Microsoft Teams is a massive successful product, and now I am part of AWS at Amazon, and I am leading the engineering part of Amazon Connect. Amazon Connect, a contact center in cloud. So today I would like to little bit briefly talk about innovation in cloud computing. Cloud computing over the period of time have seen massive adoption in the industry and contributing a lot in a digital transformation. Why cloud computing is important and how it is helping the enterprises and the bigger organization, I will touch upon that a little bit soon. First of all, let's talk about what is cloud computing actually is. Cloud computing is nothing but the company, the enterprises, those want their compute or the business logic or the infrastructure or the platform to be managed in the cloud, not in their own premises hardware that is managed by that company, is cloud computing. The key players are Microsoft Azure, AWS being a leader, Google Cloud GCP, Google Cloud Computing, and last but not the least is OCI, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. There are various other players are also there, like Alibaba Cloud is there, Salesforce is also in the cloud. There are various players are in the market. The key market share is with AWS, which is like approximately 33%, and then approximately 15% is with Microsoft Azure, and 5% with Google, and like 3% is with Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. The cloud computing and the cloud infrastructure are two things. Google has been in cloud for ages when the google.com came in picture, but they did not offer that infrastructure to be used by other enterprises. AWS has been the leader in this space and is almost like 7 years ahead of Microsoft, and Oracle is way behind and Google is way behind when it comes to the cloud computing. Cloud computing is a very exciting and high demanding so-called a area of computer science, which constantly experiencing a revolution and innovation in this space, and with having $1 billion and billion dollars of market. Recently, Microsoft announced that they had almost like 15 to 16 billion revenue in a quarter, and Amazon announced that they have similar or more revenue in the last quarter in the cloud computing itself. The cloud computing consumption is increasing because it's the one of the key factor for the digital transformation. The more and the more companies are identifying that the core part of their business is not managing infrastructure. For example, Zoom is known for meetings. They are not in the computer infrastructure, so they don't want to focus on there because the distraction. So hence they will go on the cloud provider, maybe with Oracle or AWS, and provision their server-side services there and really focus only on the core part of their business, which is meeting. So that is the requirement more and more companies are coming up with, and outsourcing their management of hardware and operations to these providers. Me being part of Microsoft and a part of Amazon have experienced the side of building the cloud offerings from scratch and coming out in the market. So first of all, a little bit I would like to touch upon what are the benefits, very quickly we'll touch upon what are the few benefit of cloud computing. Number one is the cost. The cost is a very big factor because in cloud computing, when any provider is creating a resource in the cloud, that hardware can be used by multiple services, which can be from one company or another company and all running on the same machine. Whereas if you are creating that infrastructure, you might have to dedicate that for yourself, and management of those hardware and maintenance of those hardware and the speed of the hardware. For example, speed matters a lot. Today, let's take an example. Suddenly there's a surge in the traffic for Netflix users. Netflix does not have to run around, let's buy servers. They will just dynamically configure the service that when the traffic surges, automatically within few seconds, provision the infrastructure in the cloud so that their service can scale to the traffic. The other important aspect of cloud computing is global scale. Most of the organization and brands going globally, and to have that presence, they don't want to go in each and every region and country to build their data centers, and these cloud providers offer that out of the box. And the last but not the least is the reliability, which is a super important factor in cloud computing, where customer expect that the services are highly reliable, highly available, and redundancy of the data and the services are available. I will touch upon those little bit, but let's quickly touch upon how many type of clouds are there. The number one is that I can think of is the public cloud, which is the available on the internet, where the resources are shared by multiple companies. And the second is the private cloud. A organization can have their own cloud for various reasons, various compliance reasons. Certain companies go in that route as well. The third is the hybrid cloud. They can serve their services with the mix of public and private cloud both. And it all depend upon the users and demand. Like in my career, I have seen that like sometime the fintech users, they want to have a highly secure data. They never would like to put their data in the cloud, but they would like to have their own so-called cloud, which is the private cloud. And similarly, if we go in the government offering, like government would like to host their workloads and whatnot, there are special type of clouds are offered there as well. Now quickly, I would like to touch upon the type of cloud services are there. There's a IaaS, like infrastructure as service. Like you would like to have a virtual machines and the servers and the storage networks from a cloud provider, and then they just offer you, say that like these are the dedicated servers and VMs for you. You can use this for whatever purpose you want. Then the second part is the PaaS, PaaS, which is like platform as a service. You offer a platform. For example, you can say that the supply chain is a platform which any company can use to build their workload on top of it. And the third is serverless computing. Like you don't know which VM is being used or where your application is running. It's a little bit overlap with PaaS, but the focus is building on the app functionality, not on the infrastructure, not on the publishing the application in cloud. It's more of one of the example comes in my mind for the serverless computing is from AWS. If you think about Lambda, is a serverless. You can provision the Lambda on Go, and you can write the code in a way that it will provision automatically and your code will run. This is a very game changer in a dynamic scaling the application and services in the cloud. The last but not the least is the software as services, SaaS, where you get the application automatically built in the cloud and you are using. The best example is Zoom. We think that behind the scene, all the calling and meeting media is flowing through the cloud, and we are just using as is the application that is offered by the Zoom. So these are the few key area in the cloud computing. The interesting part I would like to share about the cloud computing being the both side, where we are building the cloud computing offering day and night, where we focus, like when we are working at Amazon or Microsoft. The number one thing in cloud that our constant focus is offering the high availability and reliability. We spend a whole lot of time on that. The second area where we spend a lot of time after we deploy the service, the reliability and availability is the part of the architecture. We think about it. What is the data redundancy is there? What is the failover mode is there? if the service, some dependency fail, how much resilient we are. These aspects we think from the, before we write the code. So these are the important aspect in cloud computing, because the consumer of cloud computing always expecting 99.999 availability from the service provider. So a lot of thoughts goes there, lot of design and architecture, service-oriented architectures, framework we follow, you can find online, and it will be very useful. The second aspect is the operations. Operations means when a service is deployed in the cloud, we think about what's going on. Whether the service latencies are high, the performance is good, or customers are not able to access the service. The number one goal is that before customer learn about a problem, we should learn about the customer problem, and we proactively should rectify automatically. Service should be built in a way that it can rectify automatically. Or in the second best case is that we reach out to the customer and explain to them that, by the way, some issues are going on and we are working on it. And the third, the most important thing, is that your architecture should be built in a way that the issues can be mitigated very fast. So these are the few very, very high level things I touched upon in the cloud computing. Cloud computing is very wide and very deep in a way, but it's one of the most demanding area in computer science in the industry, is growing day by day. So just to conclude this talk, I would like to thank you once again to the Guru Nanak Institute of Technologies Management Organizing Committee, and special thank to Dr. Harish Kundra for giving me this invitation and giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts about cloud computing. I wish good luck to all the speakers and all the participants in this conference. I'm sure everyone will learn a lot from all the great speakers coming up, and will contribute towards building the more and more leaders in computer science, and will unleash a lot of innovation in this space. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your inaugurating speech.
Now I invite our today's guest of honor, Dr. Devendra Jha is a senior scientist in Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO. He has about 30 years of experience in the area of communication and data security. Presently, he is working as a project director for user-funded project on satellite communication signal. He has published about 20 papers in national and international journals. His current work involves signal processing and protocol analysis for communication signals. His research interest also lies in hardware Trojan detection through image tomography.
Good morning, dignitaries, participants and audience. It gives me immense pleasure to be with you on the occasion of 9th International Conference on Innovation in Computer Science and Engineering. I am really honored by your gesture and felicitations. At the outset, I would like to congratulate Guru Nanak Institutions and the organizing committee for bringing out CSE 2021 at the opportune time. I am glad to find that a large number of current topics have been chosen for deliberation and presentation in this conference. I am sure the science and engineering shall enrich immensely by this conference, and the publication of the proceedings through the Scopus Indexed Spring series shall percolate the knowledge content in all across the society. Dear audience, I feel proud of my affiliation with DRDO, and I must tell that almost all the topics that is being discussed here has direct or indirect relevance with defense R&D. Our organization is not only the producer of state-of-the-art technologies, but also technology consumers at the highest level. Therefore, Such an exchange of technical know-how is essential to keep an edge over the adversary and also to build the scientific capability. Balasimulam Vigyanam is the motto of DRDO, and hence the drive to excel in science and technology. The niche technology is the basis of pursuit of self-reliance and successful indigenous development, as well as production of strategic systems for our land, water, air, and including cyberspace. Today, DRDO has a network of more than 50 laboratories all across the country, headed by a lab director. Labs engaged in the task of one specific domain are grouped into clusters. There has been 7 clusters headed by Director General who report to the highest authority, that is, to the Secretary Defense Research. Besides the labs, there are a number of corporate directorates at the headquarters which is helping in project planning, sanction, financial and project monitoring to the labs. The discipline in which major projects are being pursued are like aeronautics, armaments, electronics, combat vehicles, instrumentation, missile, advanced computing, special material, naval system, life sciences, etc. The major stakeholders and clients to which DRDO renders its services are government ministries, namely Defense, External Affairs, Home Affairs, Armed Forces, Army, Navy, Air Force, ordnance factories, public sector undertakings, and industrial partners. Other R&D organizations, public and private sectors also. Academic institutions, including students and citizens of the country, are also our stakeholders. The major service which DRDO provides its partners and stakeholders are as follows: design and development of weapons, promoting indigenous production, technology transfer of developed products, upgradation and enhancement of products, promoting research by academia, in defense application area, physical, psychological, and physiological protection and well-being of soldiers. Dear participants, I will not go deep into the in-house research of DRDO labs, but let me dwell more on the support services facilitated to Indian industries, academia, and student community by DRDO. My points of discussion are already in the public domain. However, I am reiterating for the benefit of the participants here. Friends, a healthy industrial ecosystem is imperative for indigenous design, development, and manufacturing of defense systems. DRDO over the years has sustainably enhanced and technically capabilities of industrial through various policy initiatives, sustained engagement, and technology transfers. Government policies, especially with respect to Make in India, Startup India, Stand Up India, Skill India, and Atmanirbhar Bharat, have provided new opportunities in this direction to the industries. Policy in support of industries are transfer of technology, wherein relevant know-how in the form of technology transfer and hand-holding support is done to the industry. Technology Development Fund, a corpus fund of rupees 100 crores been created for Indian industries, especially for MSMEs. DRDO patent and IPR use. Indian industry can use patent and IPR free of cost. Partnership development. DRDO engages industry for partnership as a development production partner, development partner, production agency, and vendor development. DRDO testing facilities. The facility exists in 5 zones across the country and can be used by industry during their technology and product development. Evaluation and certification support to the industry. This support is provided by Semi-Lab and Scientific Analysis Group. I am currently working in Scientific Analysis Group, which provides testing and certification support for IT and crypto products developed by industries on the request of defense services. My lab is also involved in research work in the area of cryptology and information securities. This accessibility requires expertise in mathematics, electronics, and computer science to develop tools and techniques in these areas. Dear audience, in order to facilitate direct research through academia in the area of cutting-edge technologies and in the areas of denied technology for defense applications, Advanced Technological Center or the Center of Excellence have been established at premier institutions and universities in the country. The aim of establishing such center is to harness and synergize the combined strength of academia, student community, research fellows to provide impetus to research and innovation towards future defense needs. These centers are Joint Advanced Technology Center, IIT Delhi, JC Bose Center of Advanced Technology, Jadavpur University, Center of Propulsion Technology, IIT Mumbai, Research and Innovation Center, IIT Madras, Center of Life Sciences, Bhartiyar University, Coimbatore, Advanced Research Center of High Energy Materials, Hyderabad University, Northeast Science and Technology Center, Mizoram, Kalam Center for Science and Technology, Central University, Jammu. Friends, the another arm of DRDO for academia interaction is Directorate of Extramural Research and Intellectual Property Rights. It encourages teachers, researchers to take up sponsored or contract research, grant-in aid projects in the areas of defense use. These projects help in establishing network with research community in academia and also augment research infrastructure to the institutes. The overall aim is to incubate and nurture knowledge and capabilities for immediate and futuristic needs. Another forum to joint research with academia is through research boards. DRDO has set up research boards in the disciplines of aeronautical, naval, armament, and life sciences to encourage basic research through sponsored projects. Audiences, budding talent is the future hope of our country. To nurture the same, the scheme of internship, apprentice, and training is offered to students in DRDO labs. The idea is to provide an opportunity and exposure to the R&D activities, those being carried out in the state-of-art technology relevant in the defense sector. Each lab offers 4 to 6 months of training on unclassified topics to students all across the country. Recently, apprentice schemes have also been introduced by labs towards strengthening the Skill India program. I am hopeful that researchers and students will take maximum advantage by collaborating with DRDO laboratories. Dear participants, before concluding, I would like to express my gratitude again to the organizing committee with a special mention to Dr. Kundra for giving me an opportunity to be with you on this occasion. I wish the conference a grand success. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for spurring all of us.
Gongal Jian, a senior member, IEEE received the BS, MS and PhD degree from the Department of Electronics and Computer Engineering, Hanyang University, Seoul, South Korea in 2003, 2005 and 2008 respectively. From September 2009 to August 2011, he was with the School of Information Technology and Engineering, University of Ottawa, Ontario, Canada as a postdoctoral fellow. He was a recipient of the IEEE Chester Sal Award in 2007, the ETRI Journal Paper Award in 2008 and Industry Academic Merit Award by Ministry of SMEs and Startup of Korea Ministry in 2020. Sir, now I request you to enlighten us with your valuable words.
Hello, this is Kwang Gil-jeon of International University, South Korea. It is very unfortunate that I cannot attend the ICICSE conference this year. Therefore, I want to send my best regards in distance through this recorded video. It gives me immense pleasure to pen a few words as a prologue to our proceedings of 9th International Conference on Innovations in Computer Science and Engineering, exclusively meant for churning out the latent writing talent which bears immense potentiality of igniting technical innovations. It is undeniably the exact time to affirm that the magazine proved to be the platform for facts, understanding, sharing, and also a challenge to bring all the beliefs and views into one dimension. It also helped to exhibit and put across the sharing of ideas and the learning by pooling of knowledge. My congratulations to the team for its meticulous commitment in taking up and executing this task in an effective manner. With the best wishes and blessing for the upcoming session. Once again, I'm sorry I cannot attend the conference. Hope for the best, everyone. Thank you. Bye bye. So let me introduce my recent work. Uh, I have been working in two topics. First topic is deep learning based image generation. So there are several models that we can use. So we use our original image into the Lamuse style or different Starry Night style, different type of images. So this one is original. The logo of International University has been changed to Lamuse style. And another one is Starry Night. This also can be implemented in using deep learning. So I use the Starry Night model. And my second recent work is pictogram generation. So here is the code of my programming using a media pipe. Media pipe, and let us take a look.
还有真人，而且感觉他们非常的忙，都还可以记得这个顺序。
这是要跟
Okay, so in this work, I used Python to generate Tokyo Olympic 2020 pictogram. So let me learn the file in terminal. So as you can see, it is a bit slow, but I used this with media pipe. So as you can see, like this way, and if I stand up this way, so you also can use this program to generate Tokyo 2020 pictogram.
Thank you, sir, for your captivating speech. I take this privilege to invite today's guest of honor, Dr. Xiao Zhigao, Professor, University of Eastern Finland, Finland. He received his BSc and MSc degree from the Harbin Institute of Technology, China in 1993 and 1996 respectively. He obtained his DS Tech degree from Helsinki University of Technology, now Aalto University, Finland in 1999. He has been working as professor at the University of Eastern Finland since 2018. Professor Gao has published more than 400 technical papers in referred journals and international conferences. His current Google Scholar is H index is 33. His research interests are nature-inspired computing methods with their applications in optimization, data mining, machine learning, control, signal processing, and industrial electronics. Now I request Sir to inspire us with his speech.
Hello, everybody. My name is Xiao Gao. I'm from the School of Computing, University of Eastern Finland. I'm very happy to be a part of the NICE International Conference on Innovations in Computer Science and Engineering. The events in this conference are targeted at researchers, professionals, educators, and students to share their experiences, innovative ideas, knowledge, recent trends, as well as future directions in the field of computer science and engineering. The technology used in a large variation of engineering areas is advancing at a tremendous pace nowadays. Therefore, organizing such a conference is very critical and important, which will enable researchers from different domains to share their views on a common platform. In particular, I would like to congratulate the Guru Nanak institutions for organizing this remarkable conference. I'm sure that the conference will generate a lot of interest among the students and faculties to explore and pursue the relevant research work. I also congratulate the organizing team and participants for their efforts in organizing and participating in this conference, and I wish it all the success. Thank you very much indeed for your attention.
Thank you, sir, for motivating us.
Now, I request Dr. J. Rajeshwar sir, convener, ICA CSE 2021 and HOD CSE Guru Nanak Institution's Technical Campus to introduce our today's chief guest.
Good morning, everyone. Now I take this privilege to introduce today's chief guest for our 9th International Conference on Innovations in Computer Science and Engineering 2021. Professor Pa Hun Singh, Director Smart Living Technology Research Center, National Shu Sheng University at Taiwan. Professor Pa is also working as professor in the Department of Computer Science and Information Technology Engineering at National Sheng Shung University. Currently, he is also working on deep learning softwares for softwares and also for other startup companies. And also he is focusing mainly on the blockchain technology development. He held positions like Director General Smart Technology Office at Shu Municipal Government in 2018. He was the department chair from August 2011 to January 2015. And also he worked as Dean of International Affairs at National Shu Sheng University from February 2016 to July 2017. He is having a wide variety of specialization like artificial intelligence, software engineering, operating system, embedded technology, and many more. Now I request sir to enlighten us with his speech.
Hello everyone. This is Pawan Xiong from Taiwan. Thank you very much for inviting me to act as the chief guest for this year's ICICSE. I think this is the 9th year in this series of conferences that you have been holding for the past few years. Thank you so much, and a big thanks to Dr. Harish Kundra for inviting me personally. I think Guru Nanak Institute of Technology is doing a very good job in cultivating an academic atmosphere where students and professors can share their experiences in top conferences like ICICSE. I'm very happy to be a part of this conference this year. Thank you so much. And in this short, around 20 minutes talk, I'm going to talk about the development of smart cities in Taiwan. Smart cities has been developed all around the world. Like for example, we have 100 smart cities in India. We also have several smart cities in Taiwan. And I'm going to talk about how we develop the smart cities in Taiwan. I think this will be very useful to not only the students that are in the engineering field, but also the professors as well as the experts in the industry. I hope you would like the talk. Let me know if you have any questions after the talk or maybe through email, etc. Thank you so much.
Myself and what I've been doing, and I will then go into the Smart City Development Program in Taiwan. We will also discuss the successful smart city applications that we have implemented in Taiwan, and then I'll conclude the talk. About myself, I'm Pawan Xiong, You can call me Eric. I also have an Indian name called Pavan, the wind that comes and goes. My education I got a PhD degree in EE from National Taiwan University in Taiwan. Currently, I'm a professor in the Department of Computer Science and Information Engineering, National Chongqing University, which is CCU in short. I'm also the director of the Smart Technology Research Center at the same campus, and then I'm also the vice director of Indo-Taiwan Joint Research Center on Artificial Intelligence, which is currently established on the campus of IIT Roper and CCU. I'll go into details of this joint research center later on. I have honorary professorships from MIT University in India, as well as ABS Engineering College from India. So from this, we can see that I have very deep collaborations with the academia as well as the industry in India. I have been the Director General of Intelligence Technology Department in the Chiayi City government, which is the local government here in Taiwan. That was back in 2018. The most important information that I would like to bring in this slide is that I was born and brought up in Mumbai, India until the age of 20. Okay, so under my leadership as the Director General of the Intelligence Department in the local government, we have been involved in 8 different smart city developments. As you can see from this slide, we have been doing smart street lights, smart commerce, smart hotels, that is travel, and then smart traffic, smart health, smart education, and smart safety, and also we have smart management. I'll talk about all the 8 directions later on in my slides later on. Okay. The smart city, which is called Chiayi City, which we developed together with the mayor and the deputy mayor of the city. We won 2 times the top 7 intelligent communities in the ICF competition, which is an international competition of 400 cities all around the world. Chiayi City was listed as one of the top 7 in the world in 2017 as well as in 2018 for the 2 years that we participated in the competition. As you can see from all the photos here, we got the memo for the top 7 city. Okay. As far as the Taiwan-India Joint Research Center on Artificial Intelligence is concerned, it is a joint effort by the Ministry of Science and Technology from Taiwan, National Chongqing University, which is my university called CCU, and also the Indian Institute of Technology, IIT, at Roper. The center was opened in July 2019, that was last year, and as you can see from this figure, there were a lot of people attending the opening. We had the ambassador of Taiwan in India attending the opening. We also had the Deputy Minister of Science and Technology from Taiwan. We had the Director of IIT Roper. We had Dr. Rohit Sharma from IIT Roper, who is the main coordinator from IIT Roper, and myself. We have lots of people here. We also have the Dean of R&D from CCU. So we had a lot of media coverage of the research center opening. As you can see at the bottom of the slide, we have the space that is allocated to this research center. We have lots of partners in academia as well as in the industry. As far as academia is concerned, besides IIT Roper, we have a partnership in Chitkara University. We also have other universities like Panimalar, etc. We have industry partners like Simco Groups. We also have the Best Marketing Company, etc. These are all our very dedicated partners from India. We do a lot of AI research like in smart manufacturing, which is conducted by our president, Dr. Feng Zhanghua. We also have smart living technology, which is under my direction. We have the Center for E-Manufacturing and E-Commerce, which is being led by Professor Huang, who is also the Dean of R&D in CCU. We have image processing using AI, space technology, and intelligent optomechanic device integration lab. There are lots of research internship opportunities at CCU. We do smart health, smart farming, smart city, fintech, and smart commerce. These are the current achievements of the research center. As you can see, starting from number 1, we have talent match, which is a match between the industry and academia at the professor as well as at the student level. We have smart cities. Currently, we have a smart pandemic prevention system, which is a joint collaboration between Taiwan and India, as well as the academia across the 2 countries. We also have Taiwan-India Bamboo Tech Living Lab. We have joint PhD programs which have been already set up between CCU and IIT Roper. We have international conferences that are being held between Chitkara and CCU. We also have short courses, academia industry collaborations. We have master programs like the PGP in data sciences. We have the PG certificate in program in AI and deep learning. These are all conducted on the campus of IIT Roper. We have international internship, which are conducted online as well as offline. So as far as the smart city development program in Taiwan is concerned, let me first show you a video. I hope you can hear the video.
When Portuguese explorers first saw Taiwan, they called it Formosa, a beautiful island. But I call it home, a place full of warm-hearted people. When the thermostat hits 18 degrees in Taipei, the air is moist and it feels a bit cold. But that doesn't hinder the city's vitality. Personalized devices allow users to stay in step with the city, while smart street lamps illuminate as you pass by, adding a touch of convenience for pedestrians. The asphalt can reach 38 degrees, a temperature that indicates both a fever and the level of Taiwanese hospitality. But commuters without cars rely on smartboards that show when buses and trains will arrive. There are also 50,000 magnetic smart apps planted around Taiwan that help car drivers eliminate the hassle of finding a parking place. All in all, these devices help make getting around more effective, saving time to enjoy what Taiwan cities have to offer. Pleasant 24-degree breezes drift through the valleys in Taidong, bringing urban dwellers that want to enjoy the fine mountains and bodies of water Taiwan has to offer. The pleasant temperatures in Taidong can be enjoyed even more through smart commerce platforms that help people find places to meet friends and enjoy the delicacies of Taidong.
Okay, as you can see from the video, we have developed smart cities all around the nation in Taiwan, and we have lots of different applications in different areas of the city. So there are lots of different smart technologies that we'll be using in these implementations. We have IoT, big data, AI. We have effectively integrated local and industry and civilian needs so that the spread of smart applications in both cities and towns, it constructs a vision where people, companies, and government exist in harmony and drive local innovation. So what is the vision of this smart city project that we have in Taiwan? We have the main vision is that we need to solve the pain points of local government and civilians. So besides the people living in the city and the local government, they always try to, try to grasp what exactly are the main problems, the main issues in the daily life of a city. So those are the pain points. We need to identify what are the pain points, and then we need to cross-domain, boost the cross-domain industry collaboration so that we have the applications developed. Because often a smart application is not specific to a particular sector of the government or a particular life aspect of a citizen. Actually, it is cross-domain. So we need to do cross-domain collaborations. And of course, we also need to achieve local as well as industrial innovation so that people come up, the local companies as well as the local government come up with new solutions to existing problems. So the main vision is we need to have a livable business facilitating and innovation fostering for civilians, businesses, as well as the government. So it's a three-party solution. Okay, so the goals are we need to develop a smart city economy. We have new smart city fields, the areas where we can apply the solutions, and then we have a new smart city lifestyle. Okay, so what exactly is the main strategy in developing smart cities? We basically in Taiwan, we employ the PPP strategy, which is called the public-private people partnership. So what happens is that the local government tries to identify the requirements. Those are the pain points. What exactly are the problems that need to be solved? And then these requirements are submitted to the federal government, the central government. The central government calls for proposals from the industry. So the industry people come and solve the problems of the local government, but these solutions are being supported financially by the central government. So it's a three-party process where the local governments proposes the issues, the requirements, the central government broadcast all the requirements, and then the industry people come and bid for the different projects, which are supported partially by the central government. By partially, I mean a part of the expenses has to be paid by the company themselves. The companies are willing to pay this because then whatever applications the companies have developed, they can continue maintaining it and also getting financial benefits from those applications. So basically, it's a three win-win situation where the public, the private, as well as the people win from this kind of partnership. So the main methods are, we need to identify the gaps, which is basically being done by the local government and of course the public also. And then we need to provide solutions which are provided by the industry, the companies, the technical companies. And then the central government gives the finance. And of course, after that, we need to promote the international export of solutions. Okay, so currently, as far as implementation results of the smart city in Taiwan is concerned, we have 295 businesses, including 70 startups that are involved in this project. The total investment is around 647 billion Neo Taiwan dollars, which is 21.6 billion US dollars. And then we have smart services across 22 counties, which is totally 224 smart services, which span over 6 different aspects of civilian life, including food, healthcare, housing, transportation, education, and entertainment governance. So let me show you some particular results of how the digital city governance was performed. Okay, so to improve governance service equality and civilian satisfaction, these are just 2 examples. Actually, there are many implementation solutions. These are just 2 prominent examples which I will show you. One is the smart parking spots. These smart parking spots improve parking turnover rate by 5% and ticket issuing efficiency by 50%, which means that we are saving a lot of time finding for parking spaces. And because in a metropolitan city, it often happens that we spend a lot of time on the road to find parking spaces. But with this system, we save a lot of time, and of course the efficiency also increases. The other problem in digital city governance which we catered to in this project is AI air pollution monitoring, which helps the Department of Environmental Protection to quickly locate the pollution sources, which is very, very important, because only if you know the sources, then only you can control the pollution. Okay, so you can find the company that is creating air pollution. These are all the different measures that can be done. And of course, this whole air pollution monitoring system improves the environmental audit performance by at least 6 times. So this is a brief explanation of the smart parking service system, which was implemented by one of the companies in Taiwan. As you can see, they used geomagnetic sensors on the grounds, on the floors, on the roads, so that the parking spaces can be detected whether they are occupied or they are free for parking. And then we have AI air pollution emergency platform for city governance. So this is basically done at a national level, local level, as well as the regional level. So these are all the different levels at which air pollution is being monitored using all different kinds of sensors, including big ones, which are very precise, and also we have more simpler ones, which are located in the government local regions. So the other major achievements, the second major achievements that we attained in this project was hardware-software service models. So for hardware-software service models, we shifted the hardware sales from hardware sales to development of solutions to drive new commercial service models. So now many companies have moved on to develop new commercial solutions. Like for example, we have drone agricultural spraying services, which spray the fertilizers as well as the pesticides using drones. This is developed by Geosat, Aerospace and Technology. And then we have Quadlink technology, which used IoT aquaculture and water quality monitoring to provide real-time disaster mitigation. This solution has been exported at least 100 times to Indonesia, Brunei, and Philippines. Traditional MIT shoe manufacturer ASO upgraded itself into a foot health expert by utilizing AIoT dynamic foot pressure. As you can see here, this is one example of agriculture spray drones, which was used to spray the fertilizers as well as the pesticides. And then we have the smart agriculture, which monitors the quality of the water, which is being used to cultivate or raise fishes, all kinds of sea animals, etc. So this is something which can be done in real time using cloud monitoring. This was done by Quadlink. Okay, the third part is about civilian lifestyles. Smart technologies has been applied to city and county governance. Wherever there are pain points, we have applied it. And then, as you can see here, there are 3 examples which I give you. Sales system of 8 bus operators, which are integrated into a smart ticketing platform. So in this way, you can choose which bus operator to use so that you can get your seats efficiently. And then we have smart parking, as I just mentioned. It saves 5 to 8 minutes per instance, and annually it saves 24 hours. Air pollution monitoring, it can give you 4-hour advanced warning for air quality. So we have predictions which can be given 4 hours prior to the actual time. So this is the Taiwan Bus app, which integrates all the 8 bus operators. As you can see, there are many routes and smart ticket verification, etc. We have smart social policy joint care services, which is caring for the elders, for the aged, and also for the people who are not physically not so well. So this is all the different services which have been integrated. And as you all know, Taiwan has a very good medical facility which has integrated healthcare. Okay, so these are all the different areas where smart city applications have been applied, like the agriculture, animal husbandry, environmental quality, education, learning, healthcare, transportation and parking, tourism and retail. As you can see from here, there are many figures as to how much of the city life has been improved due to smart city applications. Okay, thank you very much for your kind attention. I can be contacted at this email address, pashong@csi.io. This is my WhatsApp number. If you're interested or if you want to contact me, you can click on this QR code and then I'll be in contact with you. Thank you so much, and let me know if you have any questions. I'll be very happy to answer them.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us. Now it's time to move on to the release conference proceedings. May I now request our Managing Director and Conference Co-Chair, Dr. H.S. Saini, sir, to release conference proceedings, Scoopus Indexed LNNS Sauvignon Springer, JICSE Volume 10, Issue 2, Volume 11, Issue 1, and JIIT Volume 5, Issue 1.
Souvenir for the conference. Good work done by my faculty members. And here is the Journal of Information Technology. It's Volume 5, Issue 1. I'm also happy to open up the
Journal of Computer Science.
Journal of Computer Science, Volume 10, Issue 2. A good work done by the Department of Computer Science of both the institutes. Right? This is going to be given to all the participants who have registered against the conference. I'm also happy to inaugurate Volume 11, Issue 1 for the Journal of Computer Science and Engineering, which is an international journal. This time we got very good quality, high quality papers. So wish all the best to the journal and to the organizer of the conference. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. I request Dr. C.H. Subbalakshmi Madam, Convener ICSE 2021, to propose vote of thanks.
Good morning to one and all.
It's my privilege to propose vote of thanks and acknowledge the contribution of those who worked really hard to make this virtual conference the 9th International Conference on Innovations in Computer Science and Engineering 2021. I extend our heartfelt thanks to Chairman of Guru Nanak Institutions, respected Sir Sardar Tavinder Singh Kohli, and the Chief Patron ICA CSE 2021 for giving permission and support to organize conference in all the possible way to make it grand success. I extend our sincere thanks to Vice Chairman of Guru Nanak Institutions, respected Sir Sardar Gagandeep Singh Kohli, and the Chief Patron of ICA CSE 2021 for giving permission, support and encouragement to organize this virtual conference and encouraging us in every aspect of execution, making it success. A big thanks to respected Professor Katta Narasimha Reddy Sir, Vice Chancellor JN2H, for his inspiring message and good wishes for the success of Virtual Conference 2021. I extend my sincere thanks to Guest of Honor Dr. A. Govardhan Sir, Rector JN2H and the Editor of ICA CSE Springer Series, who spent time from his busy schedule to grace the occasion with his best wishes and inspirational speech. My hearty thanks to respected Dr. M. Manzoor Hussain, Registrar JN2H, who in spite of busy schedule put spare time to grace the occasion with his good wishes and motivational message for the Virtual Conference 2021. On behalf of management of GNI and organizing team of ICA CSE 2021, I put up hearty thanks to our Honorable Chief Guest Professor Pa An Hunxing from Taiwan, who enlightened us with his speech and graced his occasion as a chief guest. On behalf of management of Guru Nanak Institutions and the organizing team of ICA CSE 2021, I extend my hearty thanks to guest of honors Dr. Jan Zigo, Dr. Gongil Jian, Dr. Devender Jha, Mr. Sharad Bajaj and Dr. DD Sharma. On behalf of management of Guru Nanak Institutions and the organizing team of ICA CSE 2021, I convey my sincere thanks to keynote speakers Mr. Gagan J. Sharma, Mr. Mukesh Kumar, Mr. Dibasis Samantha, Dr. Madan Kumar Srinivasan, for accepting invitation. Our audience, authors and students are very eager to attend these keynote sections. On behalf of management of Guru Nanak Institutions and organizing team of ICA CSE 2021, I extend my hearty thanks to technical section chairs Dr. Rashmi Saini, Dr. Vijay Lakshmi, Dr. N. Sriman Narayanan, Dr. Jaswinder Singh and CoChairs. We are thankful to Computer Society of India for their continuous support for service towards conducting of ICA CSE. This conference would not be possible without our esteemed publishers. I extend our sincere thanks to Springer Publication and Mr. Aninda Bose, Executive Editor, Springer Nature Group, New Delhi, for supporting conference proceedings in Scopus Index LNNS Springer Series publication. This conference has a brand through Springer. We sincerely acknowledge. It's my privilege to convey thanks to respected Dr. Ramlinga Reddy Sir, Director, GNITC, and the respected Dr. S. Srinath Reddy Sir, Principal, GNIT, Conference Co-Chairs, ICA CSE 2021, for their support, encouragement and provides facilities to organize this conference. I extend my sincere thanks to International and National Advisory Board members, Steering Committee of Conference for their most valuable advice for the Virtual Conference 2021. I thank our head of the departments of CSE, IT from GNITC and GNIT, conveners of ICS-CSE 2021 for their support to organize this virtual conference 2021. And sincere thanks to all the authors for being a part of this conference. I am immensely thankful to members of Publicity Committee, Review Committee, Registration Committee, Publication Committee and anchors of inaugural ceremony. I also extend thanks to all the staff members for their enormous cooperation within the organization of virtual conference ICS-CSE 2021. I would like to convey hearty thanks to the technical team led by the head of the IT department who worked behind the scene to make this event happen for providing technical support. Finally, I would like to thanks to electronic media for covering this virtual conference ICS-CSE 2021. Last but not least, a big thank you to each one of you who made this virtual conference ICS-CSE 2021 a memorable for all of us. On behalf of GNI, let me thank to all the students of GNI.